Do you eat fried food? Yes, I do. Concentrate on your protein. Eat more protein. What has been difficult since you started the gymming journey? Welcome to our YouTube channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm gonna be working on the questions that you guys have been asking me in the past 5 days, because I've reserved a lot of questions where you guys want to know how you can actually get better in terms of your health, your fitness goals, and so on. So I'm literally going to be answering a lot of the questions, and I hope you guys get some answers there. And also, you actually drop more questions in the comment section so that I can be able to provide you with more answers and more answers. So question number one, we have my brother here. He's asking, where do you get the motivation to gym without getting discouraged at times? What I could say to you is that most cases I don't consider myself to be motivated when coming to fitness. I'm literally disciplined because that's something that I've been doing for years. And when I don't do it, I literally just feel like my life doesn't make sense. My life is not moving in order. So whenever you get to that extent of building it as a habit, it actually sticks with you that when you don't feel like doing it, you still continue to do it because that's who you are and that's something that you stand for. So yeah, but if I have to give an advice to someone who's like, they want to get started on working out and they haven't gymmed before, I could tell you that you must actually find an accountability partner, which is literally just a friend who you can actually exercise with and who you can also exchange, tips with sometimes, so that you can be able to get to your goal and also build this as a habit, because it's not easy at first. It's going to take you 21 days to build it as a habit. And after 21 days, it's going to be more like it becomes part of you. And if you do it for 1 year, for 2 years, 3 years, that's when now it becomes something that sticks with you and it will never change unless you decide you no longer want to do it. Yeah. And then the second question is, it has been almost a year I haven't worked out. Can I still recover? Yes, if you have a situation that doesn't allow you to work out, you literally can focus on trying to solve the situation, but later on you can actually go back to start to work out again. So on how you do it, I literally just told you. You start with a friend. If you know that you're not motivated to do it at the moment, start going to gym with a friend. Let them hold your hand, exercise with them. And time, when it passes, that's when you'll see that you actually back on track and you're back actually at it as you used to do it. Yeah. And then another question we have, where are you from? I'm actually from South Africa. And another question, can I smoke and exercise? That's a very interesting question. Can I smoke and exercise? So you need to understand that exercising, when you want to see results, you actually have to optimize or use your body's ability to its maximum, right? So if now it happens that you somebody who smoke and you want to exercise at the same time, it also causes some kind of shortcomings. It also causes some things that you cannot be able to do because of your body is carrying a lot of smoke. Your lung cannot actually pump more oxygen or sufficient oxygen in order to carry you through the workout. So I will give you an example. Running, when you run on a treadmill, you literally use most of your core, like your respiratory system is more in use and more activated. So whenever you're somebody who smoke and you find that your system is not proper or is not fine and you have to be on a treadmill and jog, it's going to be challenging for you to actually do it for more time because of you only have a certain short span of longevity, or let me say of strength, on how you can actually do such an exercise. So that's the limitations that comes with smoking, but also it does affect the rate at which you get the results, because if you cannot perform some other exercises due to such problems, you're not going to be able to achieve much in the gym. So I will recommend that when you do this, you reduce your smoking or you completely quit. Another question we have here, they say, let me check. Would you suggest protein powder or creatine powder? Okay, this is a very interesting question too. Would you suggest a protein powder or a creatine powder? So when coming to supplementation, that's one thing that as people we need to understand. There's different supplements for different purposes, right? We have pre-workout, we have during workout, and we have post-workout, and we have meal replacements, and so on. So when you have a specific goal, you need to know which one is for you, which one can work for you, and which one you cannot use. So coming to this question, they say, would I recommend a protein powder or a creatine? I would recommend protein powder to someone who knows that they actually lack in terms of like their protein intake. Your protein intake needs to at least be about 18%. That's when now you're actually normal. The minute it goes 15%, 16% or less, you need to understand that you are actually having a problem. So you need to improve your protein intake. So protein powder is good for someone who actually wants to boost their protein intake. And as a result, they will be able to build more results in the gym. We all know that protein is the building block of muscle. The more protein you consume, the more muscle you're going to build. Creatine is a product that you can actually use when you know you want to boost your performance in the gym. You know that when you go to gym, usually maybe you're going to do a leg day and you don't last long when you do leg day. So you can actually take a creatine so that it can actually boost your performance in the gym, but at the same time literally give you the electrolytes you need, because when you sweat, you actually lose a lot of electrolyte, hence you'll see your skin become salty. So that's what you use creatine for. So in terms of recommendations, it depends on your specific goal or what you need the product for, but at the same time, I would say if I had to stick more on, I'll literally stick with the protein powder because of I want to build muscle. Yeah. And another question we have, why do you like squats? Squats, they're actually good in terms of like growing your legs, and also, you know, if you want to grow some bit of a glute, it also helps in terms of that, but also just gives your legs the pump and the strongness that you need. Another question, they say, I want to work out, but I feel lazy and give up. It's common. A lot of people want to work out. They will literally say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then it never happens. So in this case, if you know that you want to work out, you literally just have to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone, push yourself, do it, get started, and then you'll thank me later. And then they say, how can I lose my belly fat with just exercises only? How can I lose my belly fat with just exercises only? So it's hard to actually lose your belly fat with only exercises. You know why? The very interesting concept is this. Everything that you eat goes through your esophagus to your stomach. So everything that you eat, it goes into your stomach. So if you're going to not change what you eat and continue maybe eating unhealthy while you're still working out on your belly, is not going to produce any results. Because the unhealthy food that you're eating is going to reside in your stomach, and that's where they're going to multiply into fat and all of the waste that you do deliver at the bathroom and so on. So that's why it's so important for you to eat healthier when you want to lose belly fat. So it's not going to be possible for you to only work out on your belly and not eat healthy. It's only the food. The food, remember, they do 80% of the work. So if you can actually even eat more healthy and be very strict, you can literally lose your belly with just walking to work, coming back home, walking to work, coming back home. But for the fact that you eat healthy, you can still lose the belly fat. Another question, how long did it take you to be in shape or build muscle? I've been exercising, or I've been working out for the past 10 years. So, and I had my specific reason why I started gymming. I started gymming because I had a lot of health issues. I used to be very sick. My immune system was very weak. Every time when I get kind of a disease or whatever, it literally just gets me down. It knocks me down immediately. So I used workout as a vehicle to boost my immune system, or also to help me in terms of, just having a regular and normal life. So yeah, that's the reason I started. But currently I'm doing it because it's my lifestyle. I love it. I live it. So yeah, so it's been 10 years. And then here's another question. I think this needs its own video on its own. How to gain weight. On how you gain weight, you need to understand that there is these macros. There's micronutrients. So whenever you eat, you actually need to be aware of how much you're putting in and how much you're putting out, or how much you're burning, right? So if you're someone who want to gain weight, you need to understand that the chances are you have a very strong metabolism, and at the same time, you actually get to burn a lot more calories. So in this case, you need to actually be consuming at least a lot more calories or nutrients, let me say, vitamins and minerals, than what you're burning. Because if you consume a lot of calories, apparently, let me say unhealthy calories, apparently you're not going to gain weight, because they will all convert into fat, which is you generally burn, right? So if now you're eating healthy food and is nutritious, the body uses that in order to build up. So if you're eating like unhealthy or vet cooks and stuff like that, they literally just the body fat that you're trying to consume, and your body burns that out. The body doesn't use that. Yeah. So it's so important. It's for you to actually eat at least a couple of times in a day, but also exercise a bit more. Yeah, another question. Do you eat fried food? Yes, I do, but the kind of fried food that I eat is actually the ones I make myself. So I don't literally prefer to go out there and buy something that's fried, because literally what they do there is, remember, their goal is to run their business successfully. So they'll put whatever that they have to put. They will not use the same kind of healthy options that you choose for yourself compared to them. So they literally just want to run their business. So for me, when I fry, it's like I fry my eggs. I'll use my olive oil. I'll literally fry my egg. Egg is very good because it has enough protein. And I'll also, like fry a couple of things. And sometimes I try to put my olive oil because it's a healthy kind of a oil that literally your body needs. And another question, they say, must I lift heavy or light weights to get lean muscle? When you want to build lean muscle, you actually need to be lifting light weights. It's not like when you want to bulk, because when you want to bulk, you want to be big. You don't want to be defined. It's not the goal. The goal is for you to be big. So you can actually go for the heavy weights. But when you want to tone up, or what do we call it, cut or lean up, you literally need to be lifting light weights. Light weights, they literally help you in terms of like toning up. But here's the trick. Instead of having to do the normal number of reps that usually you do, like usually people go to gym and then they'll do 10 reps for each exercise. In this case, you need to double on the reps. You literally need to be doing more reps. If you were doing 10, you need to do 20. Remember, the weight is light, it's not heavy. You can go as much as you want. But the longer you go, that's when it starts to burn. And when it burns, it means it's cooking. So that's why it's so important for you to actually do a lot more reps when you want to build lean muscle mass. But another thing, concentrate on your protein. Eat more protein. Make sure that you stay healthy like hell. And that's how you stay lean. Another question. What has been difficult since you started the gymming journey? I would say for me, it was eating healthy, right? Most cases in my life, I couldn't eat healthy because I wasn't the one making the options of what I want to eat, what I don't want to eat. I used to stay at home when I started working out. I wasn't doing the grocery, but another thing is the limitations in terms of affordability on what my parents can possibly get. I only have a single parent, so she can only get the things that can literally help us to survive through the month. So I didn't have a voice to literally tell her what I want for myself to eat. So I'll literally let her buy whatever, and whatever that's there, I'm gonna eat, but I kept on working out. So as a result, I couldn't literally build the physique I wanted faster because it took me time. I couldn't build the physique I wanted faster because I was literally eating unhealthy. It's like I'll go to work out, I'll work out and I burn maybe 500 calories, and I go back home, I eat pap and whatever, that's like about over 1,000 calories. So it's like I'm working in reverse because there's no results there. You burn 500, you eat 1,000, so it literally changes the whole thing. So that was the difficult part. Yeah, and second thing was also about, remember I started working out at the back room at home, so I didn't have much equipment, so I had a limited equipment. So sometimes I'll literally find that I'm working more on my chest, more on my arms, but I'm not having my legs developed because of I didn't know that I have to do legs. At the same time, I didn't have the equipment to work on my legs. So my body was actually out of balance at some point. So currently, I'm literally in a nicer and greater balance because I have everything sorted. Like I literally eat healthier each and every single day, no days off. And second thing, I literally exercise. I'm currently doing home exercises, but I'm still balancing my body in a way that I work on my legs and I work on my upper body at the same time. Yeah. Another question. How long did it take you to have six-pack? So remember when I started working out at home, most of the things that I used to do was home workouts. So I would do my sit-ups and so on. So I think 3 years of doing that, I literally managed to get a six-pack. And another question, they're saying, any fast butt building exercises? So I would say if you want to build your glutes or your butts, you need to actually focus more on doing squats and also focus more on doing bridges. And you can literally do a lot more exercises, donkey kicks. But the main exercise that you really need to focus mostly on is squats. Because the squats, they literally put more pressure on your legs. But at the same time, they also helps in terms of like, building your butt and also building, your quads and all of that. So the squats are the most important exercises that you can do if you want to build, some big butt. Yes. And another question, they say, how do you treat your belly? So on how I treat my belly, I don't understand the question really, but according to what I understand, I'm going to answer. How do you treat your belly? So on how I treat my belly, I simply don't consume a lot of fatty stuff. Second thing, I work on my stomach because I know stomach is a stubborn area. And it's an area where it's like, even if you have a six-pack and you continually just keep eating and you no longer exercise, you're going to develop belly fat. Why? Because remember, food resides there. Food stays on your stomach. Sometimes you will have a six-pack and after you eat, you no longer see it. That's like literally the trick about the stomach. So the main part that you need to do is to consistently, work on your belly and at the same time continue to eat healthy. Be strict like hell when coming to your eating if you want to build a better stomach or a better core. So yeah, that's how I do it. I literally just make sure that I eat healthy at all times. I exercise my stomach every day. I don't leave it out because a lot of people go to gym and they leave it out. So I don't leave my stomach out because I want to maintain it and I want it to stay flat. And yeah, and what else? Yeah, that's literally it. I don't consume a lot of fatty stuff. That's all. I think that's the answer you're looking for. Yeah, I think so far this is the questions that I have had. There's actually many more questions all over, but I will actually do a part 2 of this, answering all the questions that you guys have asked on all platforms. This was actually only on my Facebook page, so that's why I was actually answering specifically them. So I will literally answer all the questions that I have across all the platforms just to make sure that I help you guys and give you the information. So that's it for the day. I hope you guys gonna enjoy this video and gonna use the tips to your own advantage. Please like this video, share it with a friend. We're trying to help as many people as possible, but at the same time, don't forget to subscribe, because whenever you subscribe, that's when you'll be able to see each and every video that I post. But at the same time, hit the bell there, the notification bell, so that they let you know. Immediately I drop a video, they will let you know so you can watch it faster, use the tips faster, and get to your body goal. Peace!